Welcome to I Love English TV.
30 English words with synonyms and simple sentences. Benevolent. Benevolent, kind-hearted. The benevolent man gave food to the poor. The benevolent man gave food to the poor. Ominous. Ominous, sinister. Dark clouds in the sky look ominous. Dark clouds in the sky look ominous. Diligent. Diligent, hardworking. She is a diligent student and studies every day. She is a diligent student and studies every day. Reluctant. Reluctant, hesitant. He was reluctant to speak in front of the class. He was reluctant to speak in front of the class. Ambiguous. Ambiguous, unclear. His answer was ambiguous and confusing. His answer was ambiguous and confusing. Exaggerate. Exaggerate, overstate. Don't exaggerate your problems, they are not that big. Don't exaggerate your problems, they are not that big. Inevitable, unavoidable. Inevitable, unavoidable. Growing old is inevitable. Growing old is inevitable. Tedious, boring. Tedious, boring. Doing the same task every day is tedious. Doing the same task every day is tedious. Subtle, faint. Subtle, faint. She gave me a subtle smile. She gave me a subtle smile. Vulnerable, weak. Vulnerable, weak. Babies are vulnerable to cold weather. Babies are vulnerable to cold weather. Superficial, shallow. Superficial, shallow. His knowledge of history is superficial. His knowledge of history is superficial. Notorious. Notorious, infamous. The gangster was notorious for his crimes. The gangster was notorious for his crimes. Resilient, strong. resilient, strong. She is resilient and never gives up. She is resilient and never gives up. Pessimistic, negative. Pessimistic, negative. He is pessimistic about the future. He is pessimistic about the future. Meticulous. Meticulous, precise. She is meticulous in her work. She is meticulous in her work. Compassionate, kind-hearted. Compassionate, kind-hearted. The compassionate nurse helped the sick child. The compassionate nurse helped the sick child. Impartial. Impartial, neutral. A judge must be impartial. A judge must be impartial. Intricate, complex. Intricate, complex. The painting has intricate details. The painting has intricate details. Erratic, unpredictable. Erratic, unpredictable. His driving is erratic and dangerous. His driving is erratic and dangerous. Elaborate, detailed. Elaborate, detailed. She gave an elaborate explanation. She gave an elaborate explanation. Trivial, unimportant. Trivial, unimportant. Don't waste time on trivial matters. Don't waste time on trivial matters. Pragmatic, practical. Pragmatic, practical. He has a pragmatic approach to problems. He has a pragmatic approach to problems. Candid, honest. Candid, honest. She gave a candid opinion. She gave a candid opinion. Hostile, unfriendly. Hostile, unfriendly. The two nations have a hostile relationship. The two nations have a hostile relationship. Condescending, patronizing. Condescending, patronizing. His condescending tone annoyed me. His condescending tone annoyed me. diverse, varied. Diverse, varied. The city has a diverse culture. The city has a diverse culture. Prestigious, respected. Prestigious, respected. He studied at a prestigious university. He studied at a prestigious university. Mandatory, compulsory. Mandatory, compulsory. Wearing a seatbelt is mandatory. Wearing a seatbelt is mandatory. Apathetic, indifferent. Apathetic, indifferent. He is apathetic about politics. He is apathetic about politics. Obsolete, outdated. Obsolete, outdated. CDs are obsolete now. CDs are obsolete now.